Na wasalimu nyote mjambo kabisa, na before ningekuomba tu ukaweze kutazama hii video ama kuisikiliza kwa sababu najua itakusaidia financially. Kwanza kabisa nijitambulize, mimi ninaitwa Dadius Okero. Account yangu ya YouTube inaitwa MCOKERO. Unaweza kusubscribe, itakusaidia. Leo ningependa tukaweza kuzungumzia about finance and how to handle finance. Kitu ya kwanza kabisa ningependa kukujulisha about how to deal with business gaps and how to identify business gaps. Alafu baadaye tutaongelea investment, tutaongelea online platforms, na pia tutaongelea hizo za gambling pia, na tutaongelea about debts and how to handle debts. Kwanza kabisa nakushukuru kwa sababu umenipa muda wako nikueleze juu ya finance. Kitu ya kwanza kabisa ningependa kukueleza ni finance na how to start a business gap. So kitu ya kwanza, ukitaka ku-identify business gap, lazima identify watu wenye wanakaa hapo. Lazima ujue what they like and what they don't like. You must learn about their taste and the fashion, and you also have to learn about the season which is ongoing, what can best suit in that place. Kitu ya kwanza kabisa, ukitaka ku-identify gap, enda tafuta capital. Usipate gap na una capital, huwezi ku-identify gap. Alafu ukisha kuwa na capital, go and learn about a society. Learn, jua culture yao, jua vitu zenye wanapenda lakini hazipo. Alafu kitu next, kama ushajua kitu yenye wanapenda na iko, pia make sure hiyo kitu hata kama iko isiende kucause competition kwa biashara yako. Inaweza kuwa iko lakini isiwe in match, so unatafuta kitu yenye haiwezi kuletea competition yenye itaku affect. Alafu kitu kingine ya maana, wakati unataka kuanza biashara in a society, again you must familiarize with the people into society so that wakaweza kukujua vizuri, in a way that ukianza your business you will have customers, so that after you start the business you not incur losses, because ukianza biashara bila customers hiyo itaenda, kwa sababu hata kama ni hoteli inahitaji watu wenye wanakula, hata kama ni duka inahitaji watu wenye wananunua. So kama huu utaanza biashara na hujafamiliarize na watu, so inaweza kuwa ni hasara kwako. So kwa hiyo sasa, kitu ya kwanza hapo nimekwambia unafaa kuconsider ni the culture of the people, you familiarize with the people and they create rapport with the people. Alafu ukisha create rapport, then utakuwa rahisi sana kwa convince, hata kwa biashara yako utakuwa rahisi sana ku attract. Alafu ukishafungua biashara yako, be cautious to handle debts, kwa sababu unaweza fungua biashara juu ni rafiki yako anapata tu ni kukopesha and finally you suffer bad debts. So you must also deal with those things. If it means that you have debts, sometimes it is good to use collateral, because ukitumia collateral si rahisi utaruhusi kenye ulikuwa nayo, kwa sababu you will use the collateral to regain your resources. Next point, ukisha identify gap, sasa utafungua biashara yako, utatafuta sasa land ufungue biashara yako na itagrow na itaanza ku move on. Alafu kitu kingine sasa next nilikuwa nawaambia ni online marketing platforms. Kuna watu wengi wanapenda sana mambo ya online kwa sababu it is easy to work from online na kufanya biashara online. Lakini kuna wengi pia wamekaa scammed kwa sababu ya online marketing, kwa sababu a lot of people wanadanganywa eti kuna pesa sijui nini online, so una invest, ukisha invest upate pesa zingine nyingi, eti ndio ukaweza kutumia pesa zingine nyingi. Wakati mwingi unapata ni watu wametumwa wadogo tu ndio wana benefit, ama the shareholders wa maskama wanakuja wanaweka videos and small clips so that they attract you na wanawadanganya. So these clips ndio zinawadanganya, alafu unaona ni ukweli. Wakati mwingine hata rafiki yako akaunti yake inaweza kuwa hacked. Ikikuwa hacked, unaona ni kama ni rafiki yako ameweza kununua hiyo, ni rafiki yako ameweza kufanya hiyo biashara na akabenefit, kumbe si yeye. So at long last ukiinvest unapata loss. Be cautious when you are dealing with the online platforms. When dealing with online platforms, make sure that the platform you are dealing with is registered with the government and as verification from the government. There are so many scammers online, people who look for money without sweating. So be cautious so that you are not trapped by those guys and such people. Another issue is about investment. Good investment. When you are investing, make sure that you invest in something that will give you something back. Invest in what you are sure about that will benefit you. Most people do invest in gambling, but finally you will hear them saying that I wish I knew. Others want to commit suicide. Others do cry that now I'm suffering bad losses because of gambling, and even disrespect comes to my family. If you are supposed to gamble and if you are addicted to gamble, make sure that you gamble with the amount that you can afford to lose. If you gamble with what you cannot afford to lose, it will cause depression, and sometimes it will make you kill yourself, and this one will be a loss. Another issue about gambling, if you want to gamble, be with a target, have a target. Sometimes people attain the targets they have, but after attaining they want to gain more than what they just wanted to have, and they end up losing the money which they had and even what they had at least gained. But I cannot advise gambling because gambling is addictive, and most of the time gambling causes suffering. Another issue on gambling is that gambling exploits the poor. Gambling exploits the poor because at a time it's only one person who benefits, and when this person benefits, the owner of the gambling business just uses this one person and to market himself or herself, advertises everywhere that somebody won 1 million. But if you are just wise enough, it is just one person who won and many lost. Why didn't they not advertise so many people? Why didn't they not show up that so many people have won this time round? It is not easy. So gambling is not a good activity because you are not sure whether you will win or whether you will lose. But I will ask you to invest in business such as circles, and even take shares in big companies whereby you are sure that you will get something. Big companies, remember that you are even insured because they have insurance. Now if any company has insurance, it is just insurance to their own and not you, and therefore I don't advocate for gambling. So another issue on finance is on how to manage the money you have. There is money invested and there is money that one is supposed to spend. If you are having money to spend, you should take care and you should differentiate it from the money that you have to invest. Money invested should always be kept in locked accounts so that to avoid losses. But when you are using money that is used for invested in personal life use, you finally end up losing. Another way of controlling money invested, just lock the money and avoid using the locked money regularly or visiting the money regularly. So set a lock period which you cannot access, which is not easy to access until the time is reached. That one will help you save the money that you have invested from the money you are supposed to use in your personal life. So another issue is about spending money. If you want to avoid losing or spending a lot, number one, you should avoid those people who will make you spend a lot. For example, you are going to buy something and you have money, you have budgeted to start something, so and you want to go with your kids, and sometimes you want to go with your partner, And of course, at some point the partner may want something, so sometimes it's good to go you alone, so that to avoid those extra expenditure, now expending further extra because you went with somebody for shopping. So another way of avoiding a lot of expenditure is only using what you have. And now, by the way, you can also avoid expending a lot by carrying cash, because if you just try to transact through your phones, you cannot just get the man out and start using it, because it is in the phone. You just use it because you go with your phone anywhere. But when you have kept the money in the bank, and use the one in hand, the one in which is cash, and lock the other man, it will be more efficient, and it will avoid you from spending the money that you have kept and the money that you have in cash. Because you have in cash and you have bought whatever you wanted, I don't think whether it will be necessary to buy something that you never wanted. Okay.